Robots are no longer just a fantasy of science fiction. They are already here, working alongside humans, making our lives easier, safer, and more efficient. But as technology advances, the future of robotics promises something even more extraordinary. Imagine a world where robots can understand emotions, think creatively, adapt to unpredictable situations, and collaborate with humans not as tools but as true partners. That future is closer than many of us realize. To understand how robots are shaping the future and helping humanity, we first need to explore the core of how robots work. At the most basic level, every robot has three main components: sensors, processors, and actuators. Sensors allow robots to perceive their environment, just like human senses. Cameras, microphones, LiDAR, ultrasonic sensors, and tactile sensors give them the ability to see, hear, feel, and even measure distance. Processors act like the robot's brain. They take in the data from sensors, analyze it, and make decisions based on programming or artificial intelligence. Finally, actuators are the muscles of a robot, converting digital commands into physical movement. Whether it's robotic arms assembling cars, drones flying in the sky, or humanoid robots walking on two legs, actuators bring the robot's decisions into action. But traditional robots have limitations. They excel in repetitive, structured environments, like factories, where the same task is done over and over. Where they struggle is in dynamic, unpredictable environments, the exact kind of world humans live in. That's where artificial intelligence and machine learning are transforming robotics. Modern robots are not just pre-programmed machines. They can learn. With AI, robots can adapt to new situations, recognize patterns, and even improve their performance over time. A robot vacuum cleaner, for example, doesn't just bump around randomly. It maps out your home, remembers where furniture is, and optimizes its cleaning path. On a larger scale, self-driving cars use a combination of AI, cameras, radar, and LiDAR to interpret road conditions, predict human behavior, and make split-second driving decisions. The future of robots will push this adaptability even further. Imagine medical robots that learn surgical techniques from thousands of operations and then refine their skills beyond human capability. Imagine agricultural robots that analyze soil health, weather patterns, and plant growth to optimize food production with minimal waste. Imagine household robots that don't just follow commands but anticipate your needs, adjusting the temperature, preparing meals, or reminding you to take your medication. One of the most fascinating areas of robotics is human-robot interaction. For robots to truly help humanity, they must be able to work seamlessly with people, not just as mechanical assistants but as partners who understand us. That requires not only physical dexterity but also emotional intelligence. Researchers are developing robots with natural language processing, facial recognition, and emotion detection, enabling them to interpret human feelings and respond appropriately. Picture a healthcare robot in a hospital room. It doesn't just deliver medication. It notices if a patient looks anxious, speaks in a calming tone, and even alerts a nurse if it detects signs of distress. In elderly care, companion robots can engage in conversations, play games, and provide comfort to those who might otherwise feel lonely. These robots are not meant to replace human caregivers but to support them, easing workloads while improving the quality of care. Robots are also set to become crucial partners in tackling global challenges. Take disaster response, for example. Earthquakes, floods, and wildfires often create dangerous environments for human rescuers. Robots can enter collapsed buildings, navigate rubble, and locate survivors using thermal cameras and sensors. Drones can survey disaster zones from above, providing critical information for rescue teams. In the future, swarms of autonomous robots could work together, coordinating like ants to handle large-scale emergencies more efficiently than humans ever could alone. In space exploration, robots have already proven their value. Rovers like Curiosity and Perseverance are exploring Mars, sending back data that would be impossible for humans to gather without enormous risk and cost. Future missions may involve robot astronauts that work alongside humans on the Moon or Mars, handling dangerous tasks, constructing habitats, or mining resources. By working together, robots and humans could make interplanetary exploration not only possible but sustainable. Another major area where robots are transforming society is industry. The rise of collaborative robots, or cobots, is reshaping workplaces. Unlike traditional industrial robots locked behind safety cages, cobots are designed to work side by side with humans. They assist with tasks that require precision, heavy lifting, or repetitive motion, reducing strain on workers and minimizing injuries. In the future, these cobots could become so advanced that they anticipate the needs of human colleagues, adapting their assistance in real time. Transportation is also being revolutionized. Autonomous delivery robots and drones are already being tested in cities around the world. Soon, it might be normal to see small robots delivering groceries to your doorstep or drones transporting medical supplies across cities in minutes. This could dramatically reduce traffic, lower carbon emissions, and make essential goods more accessible. Of course, with every technological advancement comes challenges and ethical questions. The integration of robots into everyday life raises concerns about job displacement. If robots can do tasks faster, cheaper, and more accurately, what happens to human workers? The answer is not simple. History shows that technology often eliminates some jobs but creates new ones. The future of work will likely involve humans and robots collaborating, with robots taking over dangerous or repetitive tasks while humans focus on creativity, strategy, and emotional intelligence, skills machines struggle to replicate. There are also questions of trust and safety. For people to welcome robots into their lives, they must feel confident that these machines are safe, reliable, and aligned with human values. That means building robust security systems to prevent hacking, ensuring transparency in AI decision-making, and developing ethical guidelines for how robots should behave. Imagine a self-driving car that must choose between protecting its passenger or a pedestrian in an unavoidable accident. How should it decide? These are questions humanity must answer before fully embracing robots in critical roles. Despite these challenges, the potential of robots to improve human life is enormous. Robots can help solve labor shortages, especially in healthcare, agriculture, and logistics. They can assist people with disabilities, providing mobility, independence, and dignity. They can take on dangerous tasks, from mining deep underground to defusing explosives, keeping humans out of harm's way. Looking even further into the future, advances in robotics could lead to extraordinary possibilities. Imagine robotic exoskeletons that give people superhuman strength, allowing construction workers to lift heavy materials effortlessly or helping paralyzed individuals walk again. There's also the fascinating potential of merging robotics with biology, a field that is only beginning to show its promise. Researchers are already experimenting with biohybrid robots, machines that incorporate living cells or tissues to create new forms of intelligence and adaptability. Imagine a robotic system powered by muscle cells that contract and expand like real tissue, giving it lifelike movements without traditional motors. These machines could heal themselves when damaged, much like skin closes a wound, or adjust to changing conditions in the way living organisms evolve. Beyond repair and adaptation, biohybrid robots might even revolutionize medicine by entering the human body, repairing tissue at a cellular level, or delivering targeted treatments with unparalleled precision. This fusion of biology and technology could one day blur the boundary between machine and life, raising profound questions about identity, ethics, and the definition of what it means to be alive. The future of robots, however, is not about replacing humans but empowering us. Robots are tools of amplification, designed to extend human potential rather than erase it. Just as computers did not replace human intelligence but instead expanded it by giving us the ability to calculate, communicate, and create at unprecedented scales, robots will function as partners that enhance our abilities. They will take on dangerous, repetitive, or exhausting tasks, freeing humans to focus on creativity, empathy, and complex problem-solving. In industries like healthcare, robots may assist surgeons with microscopic precision, while in agriculture, they may ensure crops grow sustainably and efficiently. The role of robots, then, is to help humanity reach goals once considered impossible, enabling us to live longer, healthier, and more meaningful lives. As we look ahead, the central question is not whether robots will help humans but how we choose to use them. The power of robotics is immense, and with great power comes great responsibility. Will these technologies be harnessed to build a more equal, sustainable, and compassionate society? Or will they deepen divisions, where only a privileged few benefit from robotic advancements while others are left behind? Policymakers, scientists, businesses, and everyday citizens must work together to ensure robotics development is inclusive and ethical. Regulations, education, and transparent design will be crucial in guiding robots towards serving humanity as a whole, rather than catering to narrow interests. What's certain is that the future with robots will be extraordinary. The seeds of this transformation are already planted today, in hospitals, factories, research labs, and homes around the world. Every innovation, from robotic exoskeletons that help people walk again to autonomous drones delivering supplies, is a glimpse of the society to come. Tomorrow, those seeds will grow into a world where humans and robots collaborate as equals, not in a relationship of master and servant, but as partners striving toward common goals. Together, we will build smarter cities, healthier populations, and more resilient societies. Ultimately, the story of robots is the story of human ambition itself. Throughout history, we have always built tools to overcome our limitations, from the wheel to the printing press, from the steam engine to the computer. Robots are simply the next step in that long journey. They represent our unending desire to explore further, work smarter, and care more deeply. And as long as we remember that robots exist to serve humanity, not replace it, the future will not just be about machines. It will be about people achieving more than ever before, with robots as our constant companions on the path to progress.